check rate. That'll work in the AO. So every stream join us today. Well, you see, we'll be doing a couple more rounds in the 2022 season of Sport Career. Had a bit of a so-so start yesterday, but at least we're still middle of the pack. Driver, constructor, not feeling too good about the next round. Dubai, and it's got a lot of engine boosts, and our engines aren't exactly anything to write home about. Just a bit of an update. We're currently down at 5th place in the constructor standing, and our current driver lineup is Perez at 5th and Vosu at 11th. Not much luck as far as car parts and everything else is concerned. Next engine won't be coming in until 3 weeks. Yeah. 3 weeks out, and the parts aren't exactly going too hot as far as improvements are going. We don't have enough staff to handle things yet. Balance is steadily going down as we speak. Not much on income, not much on sponsors either. And most of the sponsors still pretty much out. Can't wait to get better sponsorship soon, but it's gonna take a while. Rather, we'll have to finish the Dubai race before we get a new one in the expanded sponsor slot. Maybe let's get to it. Not getting a lot of profits there, I'm afraid. Down to content. Did I switch some parts out? Okay. Suspension, yeah, I had to switch some suspension parts out because of reliability issues. Changes. Should I stick to a lower performance gearbox, to a lower reliability gearbox just because of better performance? I switch over to the other one. This one is still at 41% reliability, so not really that good. Front wings, not too much of an issue right now. Okay. Engines, also pretty down on dumps. If only I had voted against the front wing upgrade, we won't be worrying about it this much right now. Should propose that next time. Well, anyways, let's get down to it. Might be able to get at least three rounds finished today. Not too sure about that though, since I still have a lot of stuff to finish, and there's still that WIP I have on the pipe, which I hope to finish at least before the night is over. I'm gonna have to go back to that after break and after I end stream today. Anyway, report says it's gonna be a bit sunny, no need to worry about the weather. Let's hope that stays that way. Don't know how things happen in Dubai. Speed. Bit more oversteers. Tire choice will be soft for Bosu, and I think medium. Perez. Downforce is still going to be an issue here. There's still a lot of big turns. Let's see how things go in practice. Speaking of things in a pipeline, I'm still in the process of rendering that art we did over the past streams. And it's taking me a bit longer to do so because I have extra stuff to do at home, and I actually had to take a rest yesterday because of some feelings. I hope I don't have to worry about that now. I really want to get it done before the weekend or something. Like, good gear ratios from Vasu right now. Not track grip and the tires are already getting real hot. Alright, flying lap time. Longer ratios? Did they no, they didn't change the that hairpin. Bit too tight on the hairpin there. We're not making any good progress on the lap so far. I don't think we're gonna hit first here. Yep, Wedfred's coming in hot. I'm sure the Link Fist will show up. Oh, Stella, who the hell is that? That Link's too soft. Yeah, I'm bringing in Vosu first. Then we'll have Perez later. Yep, I knew the Link Fist was gonna show up, but surprisingly, he's not on top yet. I don't feel confident about this. Downforce is excellent. Handling is poor, but speed balance can also do it. Sing a bit more understeer, huh? Somewhere around this area should work. Longer ratio. Keep the tires. In lap there. Let's see how things go far in the last half of practice. Oh crap, I didn't double check if I kept the handling. We'll have to, no, not the handling, the arrows. We'll have to see if things stay the same in the next set of laps. Why is our pit stop so freaking far from the start? Okay, downforce, not too bad. Handling could sure be a bit harder. Speed balance, maybe a little longer on the top speed. Should be enough testing for now. Let's get you out on the road again. I'm not really feeling confident about this. Bit of a bump there. I can't keep it straight on the straights. Can we hit race trim level 3 at this rate? I don't think we can. Already 3 minutes left and we're getting really left behind. I don't feel right about this. Ooh, major improvement though. 8th? Not bad. Let's see how Perez fares with his flying out the Perez in the last 2 minutes of the practice. This trim is at level 2. Can we make it level 3? I don't think we can. I have some doubts about their reactions to the setup we gave them. We can only trust they can do this right. Steady at 8th, steady at 11th. Nothing too fancy there. Oh, there's a kart road there. I didn't notice that before. Ah, couldn't get it to high. That's a shame. Well, Sue dropped to 9th on that last run, unfortunately. Too bad. Oh well. Can't have everything. This does not bode well for our run, though. With Perez dropping to 12th and Vosu at 9th. Not so much on practice, and we couldn't get a good setup going. I thank you for your support. I'm sure Vosu would like that. The kids, as the kids would say these days, gatekeeping much? Not too confident about Firebird's performance this round, though. Pretty cloudy, all things considered, but not too much to worry about. Really? Where are my components? Seriously? Mediums then. Wait, no, since he's a soft driver, I'm keeping him in softs. Quick fixes and base trim should be in. Handling could show you a bit more fixing, I suppose. I'll stick to that. Tire choice should be medium for now. We're trying to. Ooh. We'll probably cut it at 11-12 or 12-13 if we're lucky. Maybe, just maybe. And then go softs. Base trim and softs. Our setups, kind of okay. Driver strategy. Keep it in neutral, I suppose. How long do these tires last? Soft compounds could last at least 10 to 12 for Vosu, and at least 9 to 11 for Perez. So it's gonna be Perez first, then Vosu on the pits. Gonna be trying to do it a one lap or one pit race. Let's see if we can do it this time. Lights out and away we go, and already we're down one place for both of them. Vosu might be able to get back into it, but not too much. It's a bit of a tight squeeze there. He even lost his position to Perez, but he gets it back a bit better. Oh, somebody ran a corner. Dawson is going to get a bit of a penalty there, or at least he'll have a penalty review. That was a pretty blatant corner cutting, though. And another teammate position change. Perez rolling it a little too hot there, unfortunately, so she'll have to drop to 12th, maybe even go to 13th. Really, really tight fights in the corners and chicanes here. Getting some good overtakes on the S-curves. It's still just lap 2, so there's a lot of bumping and stuffing up here. Important thing to remember, though, we need to keep the rollers fast enough and to let us keep the tires rolling until at least the middle of the main race. Oop, dropped again. Ow, 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 what a bang up. Good thing there's no car collision physics so far. I don't think there is. Is there? I haven't experienced a car pileup in this game at all. I'm really thankful for that, because if there was a thing, my drivers would be prone to that. Poor Vosu is dropping up real bad, despite the fact that he has a better setup. Yeah, we're gonna lose 10th again. Fucking the link fist in the middle. Currently approaching the end of lap 3. Gonna be a bit of a tight squeeze here at the last chicane before the start end line, and Vosu is down to 18th, while Perez is holding on for dear life at 10th. Looks like the grid is opening now, though. Opening way wide, in fact. Leaders are starting to pull away as usual. Why is the link fist on blue? What the hell's going on? Now you switch back to normal tires, normal drive. Oop! Watch the temperature. Trying to do some conservative driving. Temperature's getting a little too high for the wheels. And we're already down to 60 and 71% for the tire wear. Start of lap 4, and we've got 16 laps to go. A bit too long on the road, I'm afraid, and I don't think we can keep it in a one-lap race at this rate. So if we do have to change a bit earlier, we might have to switch to mediums. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Really tight squeeze here on the upper 10th of the race leads. Poor Perez just can't shake off her pursuer, Esteva. With the start of lap 6, things can get ugly. Ooh, almost got a overtake chance there, but it's just too far. Falcon defending all his might. Ooh, nice sneak and overtake there from Perez at that chicane. Now, can she maintain her position? Doesn't look like it. She's gonna lose it again. Lots of infighting here. Really tight considering how narrow the roads are in Dubai. Ah! Nice overtake there. Luis Reba is now down. We're already at lap 7. Tires are still seemingly okay at the very least, so we don't need to worry about that much. Ooh, that was a bad list. 2 guys overtaking her. Trying desperately to get back into 10th. Meanwhile, Vosu is holding on for dear life at the back, trying to keep Batista away. Ooh, 13 laps to go. Can we keep it here? Very exciting race so far, despite the fact that there's not much in terms of accidents and all that. Fights are really close. Woodford really sneaking it in, but somehow Perez got a jump and has overtaken Esteva for 9th. Bosu keeping it steady at 16th, but he's having a tough time trying to stay in the race. Oh, there he is. He's actually chasing it up. Rear of the pack still, but he's keeping it in there. What the heck? Vananen has eaten it so much and his tires are already at 12%. Not a good sign for Dragon Team China, as is the usual. Perez is trying to pull away as much as possible, but she's not really handling much on brakes. Vananen not only has to deal with weak tires, but it seems like he has some machine problems as well. Exactly a good sign for Dragon Team China as usual. Perez now up to 8th, trying to get through Balkan again. Can she do it? Nope, she's gonna lose her position. Oh no, she's trying to keep it away from Esteva, but it's going to be a bit of a tough fight, especially with Woodford trying to get in as well. Perez goes down to 9th again, Esteva snatches 8th. And Woodford takes 9th. We're at lap 10. Thankfully, the tires are still pretty much okay, but I think I'm going to switch Perez out. after the next lap. Yeah, she's asking for fresh tires. What we could now? Well, let's wait until the end of lap 11. Conserve. Conservative driving has kept us in the race so far, and Bosu is now up to 14th. Really fighting in there, and now he's still... Oh, he lost 13th. Almost got it. Just kept in a brief moment. Bit of a fight there in the back. How's everybody else doing up front? Woodford looks like he's about to pit. We might have to pit in as well. Switching over to mediums could be safe. Maybe not. Probably go stay on sauce, but I think keeping it at mediums might be safer. Fuel options. Try to keep it as close to full as possible. Let me fix the suspension right quick. No need to worry about everything else with that. And away she goes. Perez will have to give up her 10th place position for the time being, but she could manage to get back up to it if she can get close enough. We'll have to rely on Vosu for this one. Fortunately, Vosu seems to be having a hard time staying in there. Thankfully, he's up at 12 because of the pit crews, but he's trying really desperately to stay up, to get close to the mid-pack, or get close to the top of the mid-pack, rather. Pretty much where most of the action has been happening all race in Dubai right now. And there appears to be a bit of a gap growing, though. Perez is out, but she is down to 16th on mediums. Can she keep it up, though? By the looks of it, there's a good number of people who's already in the pits. The problem is they're too far out to be chased. Can Perez get back in the line? Bosu is now up to 9th, overtaking most of the guys in the pit lane. Perez, still down to 16th, might not be able to get back in her old line, unfortunately. Yeah, the others are going. Still driving. Might have to put Vosu out for a pit here. But that will require seeing how far he can go for another lap or two, maybe. Everybody else pitting? Yeah, I think we can pit here. Then put his fuel up. The gears and this transmission fixing is going to take a while, so I don't think I need to do that. Let's try and see if we can do something about this here, though. Perez has gone up to 15th. But can she get back to her old spot, is the question here. What the heck? Misclick. Hang on a second. Well, so trying as much as possible to get back into it, but I think he's going to lose his 10th position before he gets into the lap, or in the pits. Have to go down and conserve to keep the tires running, and Perez is up to 14th, while Sue is down to 16th. Race leaders, though, are still up and in the roll. What? Dang it. No. Keep it in the road, dude. You can do this. It wasn't even that badly damaged when he went into the pit stop. What the hell did he do? Now, Perez is about to lose 15th to Woodford again. Approaching the start of lap 15, and it looks like we're in a bit of a trouble point here. Tires are down to below middle line. Now let's keep it at conserve for just a tad bit more for Vossu. Perez still struggling to get back into 14th, or rather 12th, after Woodford got a jump on her, and now the road is wide open for everybody to get a position. Race leaders still in the running. For some reason, the top 6 have... Oh, wait, never mind. Jones and Balkan have already switched out their sauce for mediums, and... Nope. Couldn't get close enough to join them. We might miss our sponsorships here. Might being the operative term, obviously. Again, put Vossu a bit higher now since his temperature is a bit lower. Can Perez get the tires still in the green for another 5 laps after this? El Sadat having a bit of an engine issue by the looks of it. Vossu trying his damnedest to get back in the fight. Ooh. Not quite yet, not quite yet. I think we can go for high now. Approaching, we're already at lap 16, maybe no, keep it a bit closer. Vossu is struggling to stay in 13th. He lost it though. Trying our damnedest to keep the tires in good positioning and good condition until the end of the race. Now approaching lap 17th. 4 laps remaining. Can we hold our positions? We have no illusions of getting back to the top 5, but can we at least keep it at top 10? Front wing's about to die. This is the gearbox is in serious crap right now. That scared me. Something started playing in the background. What else is on? Come on. Oh, Perez gets a snatch up and taken over Fondi. But El Sadat is still up front. Can she do something about that? Not looking too hot for our team right now. Vossu is still down there. Trying to snatch a corner there, but she couldn't get close enough at the last second. Somehow snatching 8th via an outlane overtake. And now Perez is trying as hard as she can to hold on to her current standing. While Vossu is still struggling in the back. Some really serious issues there. We're gonna start pushing Perez up when it's probably the last lap or something. No. We'll do the attacks at the last lap. Alright, last 2 laps. Oh! Balkan is out of the fight! Mechanical issues have plagued Lucatelli Racing all start of the season, and they seem to be having another run with it. That's going to be helpful for our positioning, thankfully. Somebody else is smoking. Looks like Elsa Dot is about to get out of it. Bosu is up to 14. Might get a 13th after this. Let's not risk it too much by putting him in attack mode with his gear, his suspension pretty, no, not the suspension, his gear, his drive gear is already up. What the? Somebody's smoking up front again. Oh no, by the looks of it, Parker is about to get out of it. Perez is now up to 7th, and Wasu is up at 12th, mostly. Conserve and attack on a high. Just keep it at high. And yeah, no, keep the tires up for Wasu like that. Let's see if we can snatch something out of this. Get a bit higher. Not too confident about that, but by the looks of it, Parker seems to be having a bit of an issue as well. Can we catch up to her at least? At the very least, we did manage to get the much coveted one-stop race again. It's been a while. And we got 6. Pretty good finish there. Well, Sue is still complaining despite the fact that he managed to get 12. That's a bit too much, I think. But overall, I think we got a good win. Archer BMR getting a lean win here, though. That's a surprise. Overall, pretty good stuff all around. I don't know what Vossi was complaining about, despite the fact that he was already at 12th. Maybe it dropped his places again? I don't know. Nope, no need to worry about parts from me. And by the looks of it, yep, Dawson dropped even further because of the penalty. Drive-through penalty, in fact. Oh, he did drop below. He went down 2 places and only got 9 points for the Perez. On the other hand, went up 8 places and finished 6th. Bossu went down to 13th, and Silvera went up to 12th, but they're pretty much tied. Oh, Perez went up to 4th. How's that on our team thing? We're still stuck at 5th. Not too bad, though. Keraz, talk of the town right now. Bit of a slight hater here. Like, more of a org fan instead of a talent fan. That's pretty common these days, I'm afraid. See how things are driver morale is still down. Damn it! Don't tell me relationship with the mechanic went down as well. Oh, at least it went up a bit. Reserve driver, not too much of a worry there, but... Hey, what? Yeah, but it looks of it, we did manage to lose some points for Vosu, but somehow we managed to stay in 5th. Not too bad. But I do really want to get better performance from our team. I do wish we could, how shall we say? Oh, mail. When car condition drop is pretty bad, though. That doesn't sound good. Oh, team marketability went down. That's not good. What's on the pit crew? Oof. That means we gotta change our pit crews. Let's see how things are going over here. Can't do anything about the cars for the time being. Car repair's down. That was quick. Improve the reliability of everything I could. I'm nuts. We gotta get this done. Okay, next slot for sponsors. I could go for an upfront payment of $500,000 now and get 6 races worth of 100, which means that's a million and 1.1 million. Or I can just go for 1. Now let's go with Brutus tires. That's gonna be helpful. I think a per race payment of plus 100. That's gonna be helpful for us. Now, car building, still a couple of days away, unfortunately. How about the HQ? 6 more weeks, so it's just an hour until another month, I mean, until the staff center is complete. After that, I'm probably gonna invest on the design center at the end of the season. I'm gonna have to be really lucky with the money. Oh, new scouts. Scouting. Oh. Dang it, he's a pay driver. They only pay 204,000. How about Roger Taylor? Iceman. Bravo driver. No. Roger Taylor. Iceman. No. Let's see how Tondela works. It's front wings are. Fortunately, front wings are awful. Not for another 2 seasons, I'm afraid. Probably gonna get a new one once the season ends. There's probably somebody gonna be a bit better once it gets to a different year, right? Well, you know, Romano would have been good, but because of the front wing thing, but oh, she was with Silva? Yeah, she's got the jumps on the front wing, but everything else not quite good. Well, maybe the wings and the brakes, but Matilda on the mail. Roberto Persani. 3 decent numbers. Sammy Young. Hey, come on! Why do they always have to be this bit of violent? Selfish on retiring. Enter. Eesh. Garbage. Garbage. And there's the boss. Yes, Chief. I know what you mean, but I need to pay for all of this. Oh, finally, engine's up. So slunk up your 1 liter rival driver. Okay, that means it. Yep. Endurance driver, I bet. Parts. The engine. Then we'll have to improve the engine on that. Gearbox is good for this one. Suspension, pretty good so far. We'll check on that later. That one's also decent. So let's switch over to this one. Drop that. Done. Probably improve the performance of this engine more. No. You get that half. Nope. I think we can keep it at this performance level. Now let's see the calendar. What's next after Tondela? Engine, wings again. Fine. Continue max with 20. No need to build the risk level parts until the end of the season. Now let's go with this. Boom. Save. I know this is going to be a bit of a risk because I feel like Tondela is going to be real bad on our cars. Right, we're now at Tondela. And our car has gone down to 6 because of the parts. Can't really do much about that. Ooh, staff standard is about to go up in 3 weeks. Let's get into it. Parts are pretty decent for both our guys. Let's go and see how things are gonna be. It's gotta be an engine power zone, unfortunately, and we're not really that good on engines. I really need to make more money. I can't really do that without getting good performance on our drives. Bit less downforce. No choice to be super softs, and for Perez it's gonna be soft. It's a bit more downforce than I thought would be needed. Gotta get the downforce. Steer acceleration. Right. Let's take practice. As is the usual, it's just gonna be a 4-lap stint. There's really not much time for a longer run anyways. See how it goes. Yeah, we really need better parts to handle the brakes. Good overtake from Wasu there, though. Starting to break away. Setup knowledge is getting real fast for Wasu, which means we might be getting some good feedback from him later. Yep, good gear ratio so far. Perez not exactly far behind, but still not much on reports. What time is it? Oh. Oh. More angles on the wings for Vasu, but Perez seems to be having good time with her angles. Nothing much to report besides that. Vasu is down at 4th, and Perez keeps going down to 15th. No, he's up to 2nd, but I think he's going to lose it to Gansler in just a couple. I should send Vasu in. Yep, he dropped to 3rd. Handling seems to be okay. Our downforce just needs a bit more angling. Just a slight increase there. Slightly higher, maybe. Softer wheels. Acceleration, probably a bit more. And keep the tires. But, hang on a second. Here's something. Second. See if things will improve for Vasu this time around. Maybe the gear shift will also be fixed now. I hope he doesn't complain. Perez, not too good on performance. He's down at 13th. Downforce is good, speed balance is good, but they can be better. I guess we need to get a better... No, still need some more downforce to be honest. Thanks. A little more speed over acceleration, maybe. Guess that means I might have to change Bossu's setup. Bit of a bump. Huh? Bossu, not too much on the fun stuff here. Alright, at least the arrow seems to be fixed, but I don't know how his acceleration and gear shifting is working. Really tight there. Oh, Bosu is right there. Okay, I had a feeling there was a bit of an issue with the speed grid. Gear shift needs a bit of a change. Ah, dang it. So it has to be a bit more acceleration instead of speed. Right, yep. A bit more acceleration. Yeah. No, I don't think Buster is about to get back into it. It's already 2 minutes in. Our super self-knowledge is up. Couldn't get the tires to go, all the tires to go up to level 3, and that annoys me. Alright, it's just the acceleration that it's a bit too short. I'll leave it. Come around that general area, maybe. Let's see if he can get back into it. Please tell me that was better. Last 30 seconds of practice, I don't think there's gonna be enough for feedback. We might be able to see a change here. Might. Nope. I don't think we're gonna get any reactions for that. Oh, speed balance is great. Perez is stuck at 13th, and Bosu went down to 6th, unfortunately. Not boding too well for our... And Dragon Team China is getting some serious strays recently. Woodford feeling too good. He's pretty much on first, if I remember correctly. And Gansler, though, also with a good outrun performance right now. He might be fighting for first again. Engine expert. Race trim. Let's go super subs. Wait, how many laps are we doing this again? Crap, wasn't paying attention. Folks. And dang it. Oh, but quick fixes and race trim for Perez. Car setup seems to be okay for both, even though it's just one purple. Driver strategy, keep it at the same end of the pack thing. 92 laps. So that's 12-13. But no, it's going to be a 2-stop race by the looks of it because I put them both on softs. Bad idea. Bad idea. Already getting left behind by everybody else. Ooh! Somebody locked up. Who was that? Was that Santori? Eee! Not only did Santori lock up, looks like she got injured by that one. Wasu is currently in 7th, but I don't think he can keep it for long because Silvera just snatched it away. Can he come back? Nope. Doesn't look like it. He's dropping 11th even. Quite the fight here at the start, as is the usual. Really tight spacing for everybody here. Question is, can we keep our tires up? No, doesn't look like it. We might have to switch to softs. Can we keep it at 1 stop? Nope, doubtful about that either. Come on, Bosu. Up to 12th, but that doesn't really help much. About to lose it. Yep, down to 13th because of Tijuana. Perez struggling in the back. Down neutral. Getting too hot there. Couldn't keep in a low speed corner. Oh, that's a bit of a bump. Lace Ruiba took advantage of that. Now we're both at the back, and everybody else is having a fun time up front. Can our team get back into it? Perez is now up to 17th, switching places with Vosu. Guess you really can't do much with a bad car, even if you have the best drivers on the grid, huh? Well, we're not exactly the best. We're ninth on grid, but still. Pretty resilient drivers, if you ask me. Oh, Vosu just lost 18th at Chu. Tire wear is really showing up now. Can we keep it at least until lap 11? How's the weather looking? Still cloudy. Uh-oh, not good. Tire wear before the end of lap 8. We'll just have to go to softs mid-race then. Let's try as much as possible to take a dip around lap... by the looks of it, it's going to be at least end of lap 9. Although Lace Ruiba is already starting to get a point out. Octane Racing really struggling to keep it in today. Beautiful turn from Chu, though. Perez getting a snatch up, and he's now up at 14th. The winner of pole from last season, and by the looks of it, Perez is already blinking red. We'll have to tell her to tuck it in for now. Fuel at the same time. I think the engine can handle it. Run. Vosu can probably handle another lap or two. He's gonna be pitting out for this one. Fuel parts. Nothing doing so far. Eileen Perez is now at 19th, I'm afraid. At least we're ahead of Vananen. Question is, can we get back into it? Starting at lap 10th, and Vosu is now in the pits. Let's see if we can get back into a good position here. Nope, he's down to 18th. Trying to get into the middle of things. Now both our drivers are in softs, which means it's time for endurance racing. Let's see how far we can get with the soft tires, though. I think we can keep it at conserve, actually. Tire wear is a big issue. The temperatures, at least, are going down slowly. Who do we overtake? Lace Reba? Must be an engine problem. Reba got his position back, but he's not that far from our team so far. Oop. Getting a little too cold now. Gotta put it in neutral. Again with the Mad Libs dialogue. Things have started to widen out already, and it's just the middle of the race. I don't think we're getting close. Let's hope some issues pop up so we can at least catch some ranks up. Okay, still not hot enough. The tires still aren't going hot enough for tire wear to not be that much of a factor. We're way off target. Approaching the start of lap 16, and the tires are already at 50%. Not exactly a good look for us. Because that usually means we'll have to do a 3-stop race. Not exactly looking forward to that, I'm afraid. Can we keep the temps at least above the over cold position? Because if they get a little too cold, then their output starts to drop significantly, and the tire wear goes up faster. Approaching just started lap 17, and Boss and Perez are now at 13-14 respectively. Can they get back into it? Perez is now at 35%, and Boss is at 49th. Looks like we'll have to get Perez back in the pits earlier again. But we'll try and see if we can get her to at least 20%. Too much tire wear here. I don't remember the Toledo circuit being this long. Oh, bad news. That's some pretty bad news. Let's push the tires a bit further because they're getting a little too cold. I think we'll have to stick to mediums for this race. Can she keep it for another lap though? Go up. Seconds or 16 seconds of parts fixes? Fine. Well, Sue, you'll have to stay at this. Getting cold, I'm afraid. Let's hope the car. No, that's not good. His gearbox is already at 33. I can't push the car lest I want to get it killed. Perez is now down to 15th, I'm afraid. Yep, dropped even further. Can you keep it for another round or two? No, he's already at 23. I have to pit him. Too long. But we're gonna give up our 10th place spot. Drop it to conserve. I want to keep that tire for another 10 laps, dude. Already at lap 23. And we're way behind. race leaders are definitely going to be difficult to keep up with. We could at least try to get back on 10th. That's a bit of a pipe dream right now. So the tires keep them a bit colder. Yes, we know your gears suck right now. Can you button it up for a bit? I'm trying to nurse the cars home, dude. Uh-oh, Les Ray about threatening Vosu. Those good acceleration points right there. Two also in the back there, ready to punch, but that looks like Rayba's about to pick up a pit stop. Also not getting a lead, but he might be pitting soon. Perez is now at 14th, taking over some of the pit guys. Approaching the end of lap 26. Still behind a lot. Can we keep it? Temperature is getting a little too high. Or a little too cold, rather. Let's try to keep it on neutral so the temps don't go too low, and we're gonna get some grading in the tires now. Approaching the end of lap 28, they're still below the sponsor objective, but there's a chance we might be able to snatch some points here. Can you button it up? How's this gearbox at 16th already? What the heck? Okay, I guess I'm gonna put you at low. No, keep it neutral. It's either you keep your gearbox in a good spot or you blow it up. So let's just stay at the pushback mode, shall we? Perez is at 11th. Oh, tire wears are getting a bit too much of an issue now. Gonna have to make it a bit hotter. Can Bosu keep it to the end of the race with a 16% gearbox? 3 more laps to go, I'm afraid. No, rather 4. Since we're just at 29th. Come on, Vosu, keep the guy in. Keep the guy in. Oh, crap, 6%? How is he so bad at this? Tire wear is becoming a bit of an issue. Trying to make the tires a bit cold now. Up, drop to 9th. Perez. Nope, we still have 1 more lap to go after this. Can they do it? Come on, lads, come on, lads. Oop. Good stop. Not too shabby indeed. We might get a bit of a jump to rankings here because of the change between Vosu and Perez. Perez might drop a bit, but Vosu would jump high significantly from his current standings. Surprisingly good performance notwithstanding. Surprisingly good performance considering how bad our parts are. Might get some penalty bonuses here. Let's see. Nope, no penalties, but we're still in a good position in the middle. Perez went down to 5th, unfortunately, but Jacob Vosu jumped a bit well at 11th now. And we got ahead of Archer BMR with just 6 points, unfortunately. Not too close to Firebird, the champion favorites this season. Or Dragon Team China is right in the back. Weeze Motorsport might be able to get back in their Asia Pacific slot. Currently, they got 135 points. Good to see we still have fans on social media, at least. Woodford with another win. He's currently, wait, where's the team standings? Back. Sam Gansler and Neil Dawson. These three have been at it for most of the season, actually. Let's see how things are going in our spot. That has to, yeah, that's definitely good for his morale. And 46% relationship with Tom Woodbridge. Marketability is up 1%. Chairman is still pretty happy about performance, but our poor reserve driver is getting really, really sad because we are not using. Fortunately, numbers are still going down. Really sad at the state of affairs here. Oh, it's Ardennes. Ardennes now. Right. Let's look our mail first. 48 and 39. Okay, what's on the interview? He's a pay driver, though. He's going to be really helpful next season if it switches with it, but I doubt he will, considering we're a lower level driver. Hit times are still pretty bad. Let's hope the auto manager can actually fix that. Car status. Okay, 7 days until new parts show up. Car repair is finished. See if we can on sponsorships. 14 races of 500,000. Upfront of 500,000. Yeah, of course I'll take that one. 500,000 for 14 races. Not too bad of a deal. Slot 1, on the other hand, just 2 stars for now. I'll take the guy who's providing upfront payment. Can I ask for money just in case? Nah, 1 million? That's not gonna help us much. Maybe in the later part of the series, really desperately need money. No, still 6 hours. Hang on a second, I need to check something real quick, so give me a couple seconds, couple of minutes actually. Be right back. Welcome back, I'm back. Sorry about that. Took me a while. I had to fix something again. Kinda hot, so. Any hoot. On a second. What's our current position? Not too good. Car parts are pretty bad. The production isn't exactly up to speed. To be honest, I'd love to have a third pay driver that's just pretty easy on the costs so that I don't lose more than they're paying me. Fortunately, we're not too lucky on that part of the front. Chairman's not too happy about our current progress. I don't want to scout any of these three guys. Really bad countries to pick drivers from. Those. Dang it. There's nobody have a good pay driver slot anymore. Front wing design finished. Peter van der Velde. Oh, it's Belgian. Famous father. No. Alright, let's check out the car. See who'd appreciate a good front wing. Part-time exactly, yep. Set the world on fire. Now I have to reassign people handle parts. Gearbox. Doesn't look like there's anything you can do with that for now. Fitting parts again. What do we focus on for next season? Munich! Gonna be gearbox, brakes, and suspension. What do we want? Suspension is the one that hasn't been upgraded yet. $610, $615. 625, 620. I think I'll go with this, even though the reliability is gonna drop. But I can go with this. Keep the reliability high enough. It's just 35 though. Gonna be a bit of a tight squeeze. Maybe I can. Fine, let's just go with this. $855,000. Let's get reports. Nothing new. Fine, let's just put her on the scouting job. Nobody new to scout for? Factory destroy. Oh no, what is this? So it's either we scold him and get an extra. Either we scold him and he'll drop his morale, or will not only scold him, but ask him to pay for being such a noisy guy in a factory, but he'll get even angrier. What do I do? Honestly, I'd love the extra money income. The morale issue is going to be a problem in the long run, so I don't know if I want to stick with that. Yeah, sorry about that, dude. We need the money. You can handle the driving later anyways. Oh, I can probably handle this. Maybe not. Let's just stay with that. What I need really good on are car parts. Yeah, parts that need development. Gonna be available in 2 weeks. Sponsorship deals. What's the problem? Kim Soo-ran. She's with a GT team right now. Oh, she's a series champ, in fact. Reigning champ at her position aren't exactly good. It must be a different level. Ardennes is going to be a 22-lap race, short, so it's going to be a sprint. And there's a good chance we're in. Unfortunately, he has the front wings. Thanks, boss. Thanks for the trust with the sponsorships, but I'd really love better guys than just these guns. Thankfully, some of our fixed at least one of our fixed pay sponsorships is giving out some money per race. I'd have loved if Sep Oil also did that. The upfront payment was helpful enough. Let's see if they return for another sponsorship next time. Don't think they're gonna be sticking. Nobody else on the scouting list? Driver contract still pretty good now. Do I wanna? Yeah, I really need to keep Perez in the pay because their sponsors are good on the money box. Ipponen, Tanakuchi, Hamilton. Calendar looking like. Reliability work's gonna be done soon. Let's save it here. And then we'll go into the pits then. Cap. Chief is really angry about the transaction I'm making. Fortunate, but that's understandable. Alright, reliability work is done. Improve the performance of the engine. Reliability of the front wings. Is just middle. Improve the performance of the front wing as well. Gearbox performance. I think that's enough so far. Let's go and drive. Scolado. 81,000? No, I don't think we can get fourth. Let's try to slow the bleeding first. There we go. My speed turn gonna be a bit more spent than that suspension work. Need a bit more aerodynamics on this. Top speed. Bit more understeer. Keep her at softs. Or super softs, rather. Let's go to those two. Right here. And stick them in softs. It's gonna be a 22 lap race, so there's a good chance we can just stick to super softs, but just to be on the safe side. Send them out on this setup. Let's hope it doesn't rain though. I don't want to waste my time with... Oh. Bad news. Looks like it's gonna be raining for a bit. I'll have to switch to inters in a while, in a bit. Around the 9-minute mark. Fact. Tight hairpin there. Well, not hairpin, more like an S turn. Everything seems to be going so far so good. Oh no, I think I'm gonna be switching to wets around 9 minutes. Don't tell me they're all boxed in already. Dawson was waiting for the wets to show up. Never mind. Too much angle, ratio's way too short. Let's go ahead and bring them both in. Numbers won't do much. We need to be, yep. Too much wing angling. Too short on the gear ratios. Need to get off the track. I think we're going to wets for this one. Handling is good though. Which means it's just acceleration and angling. So down should be a... Let's go to wets maybe? Understeer. Tire should be a bit softer. Let's go to wets. Everybody else have gone to inners though. God, the pit outline is really long. Not gonna learn anything out of this. This is not good. Maybe we should have just stuck it up with these standard laps. Oh, whatever. And let's just go with race trim up. That should be enough for now. Tires are... Last 3 minutes of the race and everything started getting dry. Well, Perez still needs some fixes on arrows, but looks a bit less aggressive arrow. Should be a good spot. No, tire pressure. Yep. Got a supers. Wasu could probably get a good gear shift. And back to the stops. You still got 2 minutes of practice to go. Maybe we can get something out of this at least. Question is it going to be really rainy at the actual race day, or it's going to be, or it's going to be just this dry? Last minute of practice, we at least got high setup knowledge for Bosu here. Can they finish up with a good run, is the question. Perfect gear ratios, aero setup is fantastic. End of the practice, they just have to finish their run. Let's see if we get improvements here. Nope, that's not enough. 7 and 8th, not bad to be honest. Bosu almost got it on, just couldn't keep it in because of the weather. Ah. Bleeding weather. Batista's all the way on the back. The heck? Yeah, I know it's a pretty bad practice session for us, to be honest. It would actually be an improvement if we can keep our 8th and 9th finish from practice and the actual race, considering the performance of our cars. But we'll see. Wait. It's not raining, right? Pretty cloudy, so if we don't have a forecasting center, we can't really get a good look at how things are gonna be. So let's hope level 2 race trim is enough. Car performance, not too bad, I'd say. Keep it at the same level of... Oh! Both Fondi and Vananen are injured, Santori as well. Pretty rough starting grid there. And leaders Woodford and Jones are in the back, with Esteva at 18th and Gansler, who was in the podium last race, at 17th. Can't believe the Perez is at 16th though. Lights out and away we go, and Tuenuna really trying to get in a run before the lights went off. Just got blocked by Silveria by the looks of it, but Bosu might lose his position here, and he did. He's gonna be able to get back into it. Yep, he's at 10th, but he's still behind everybody else. Ooh, nice sneak up there. Couldn't keep it at 8th, but he did manage to get a good late break overtake. Too bad he's now down to 12th. And Perez is still in the back. I think she ran wide. Guess we'll have to stick to this one for now. Let's see if we can keep the tires rolling until at least 11. Still a bit more traffic as expected, but now he's down 14th because of that. Might even lose it and go down to 15th because Esteva is right there. Still pretty much a lot of traffic. Remarkable fight there at the start of lap 3. But the grid is starting to open up by the looks of it. Question is, can we get back into it? Perez is now at 19th, but still having a lot of trouble getting back on the top. Still too much traffic there. Approaching the start of lap 4. Vosso is now down to 17th because of that bit. Still pretty dry, all things considered. Dang! Balkan with the block. Excellent block there. Vosso went down to 20th, and both Watson Industries cars are now in the tail end of this race. And there's still a lot of racing to do, at least. But can we keep it at a one-stop race again? Start of lap 5, and we're struggling to keep up with everybody. Vosso snatching a lead, snatching a spot there from Perez. Sneaky late break overtake. And he gets his comeuppance later there with Perez doing the same thing to him. Approaching the start. Oh. Uh-oh, the Linkfist has crashed at the end of the opening turn. Nope, we're not pitting. We are not pitting. Oh no, it's in the overtaken section 1, never mind. We're all back at mediums. At least we're not worrying about yellow cars, no, safety cars just yet. But that's a really bad sign for Zampelli Engineering because they just lost a chance to get back at it. Question is, can we... Oop, gonna conserve tire wear. Bit of a traffic jam into the rear here. Just about to start in lap 6. Or rather, the start of lap 7. Most of the race leads are already over 50% in their tire wear. Ooh, too tight on the back there. Just need to get them out of our way. Keep the tires running until 11-12. Ideally, I'd go for 12-13, but I don't think we can keep it that way. Let's see. Or rather, let's hope. Well, Sue seems to be enjoying his time in the rear, though. So that's at least one good sign from things here. Nothing doing at the front. Down at... Meanwhile, here at the rear, we're down at 35 and 45 respectively as far as gyro wear is concerned. Things are getting a little too cold, so we'll have to push it up to neutral again. Now we are at the start of lap 9. Pit stop corner is just sneaking around, and by the looks of it, Perez will have to jump in first. Batista about to pit in. Yep, Perez will have to pit at the end of lap 10 by the looks of it. Or she could probably keep it in for another lap after that. And no, that doesn't look too good. It's starting to rain. So it will have to... we could probably do it 11-12 now. If we're lucky, that is. But everybody else has gone for inters in the pits right now. Honestly, I think I can still hold it for another lap since it's still a bit dry. Perez should be able to hold it for one more lap at least, and then we can put her in inters. Alright, sending her in inters now. Gotta get the fuel up. 2. Parts condition still pretty decent. And keep it balanced. Vasu. Yeah, I think Vasu can keep it in a good spot. But we'll have to make him pit right after. Later. Let Perez pit first. We're gonna be pitting after her. And then hopefully we'll not have to pit after this change, because I don't think I can afford losing places still. Wait for inters, fuel up. Parts conditions? No, I think I can keep it for a bit more. Perez is about to go down here, yep. Wait, hang on. It's gonna be a 2-stop race after all. I'm seeing lap 16 is gonna be drier. So we're gonna be putting Vosu at 16 and lap 15 rather. And then Perez at 16. Perez all the way back here, trying as much as possible to keep 16th place, but Santori is having none of that, and she takes the lead. Well, Sue's down at 15th, though. But we're still pretty good as far as mid-pack racing is... No, not mid-pack, rear-pack racing is concerned. Whoa, what the heck? 2 overtakes on that slow corner. Pretty ballsy move from Vosu. Too bad he can't keep his position because Dawson is still on the way. Lace, Ruiba, and Dawson battling it up. Vosu trying to get in the box as well. But I'm seeing issues with Lace Ruiba's car. Could this be a sign of things looking up for Watson Industries? Nope. Looks like Santori's going to take care of that. And Vosu is now down at 12th. Perez is up at 14th, but can she get back into it? Now, at the top of lap 15, Oh, we're gonna stay at inters then. Looks like it's gonna be wet at the end of the race. So let's just hope that they need to change. Not exactly a good sign there. Approaching the start of lap 17, and Vosu failing to get an overtake there at the start of the corner, but managing to get in there at the end there. Perez stuck at 14th behind Vaninen. Can she get back into it? We still have at least 7 laps of racing to go. It's gonna be real wet at the end of this one, so we're just gonna stick it out. Now in lap 18, or rather lap 17, and Perez went down to 15 because Gansler was sneaking from behind. Not too good a performance from our team today. Might drop some places by the looks of it. Approaching the start of lap 19, and we're stuck in the back. Perez needs to get some laps up, though. Oop. Reba. No, he's not smoking. It just looked like it because of the wheels, because of the road. How many laps? Nah. Don't push it just yet. Keep it in the tight, and then we'll start sprinting near the end. Keeping the tire temperatures in the middle is pretty good for our conditions right now. And here comes the rain again. It's stronger than earlier. That gear shift really needs to be fixed. Why does he always have trouble with gears? I don't get it. Perez is up to 13th at least. But I'd appreciate it if she goes up a bit better. Santori a little too high there. Now approaching the start of lap 20. We're still stuck at 10 and 13th. Can Perez get back into it? Oh, Gansler is going to be a real problem. Really close. You sure you want to do this? Oh, okay. If you're asking for it, go ahead. Push and high. Approaching the start of lap 21, and Vosu just threw away his 10th position because he was getting a little too aggressive. Can he get back to it? How about Perez? Perez might be able to get to 12th here. Might being the operative word. Because by the looks of it, Lily's Reba is having some engine issues. Approaching the final lap of the race. Still no sign of anything up here. We're going full-blown run down here, since we're at the home stretch. Maybe we can get some better points for Perez here. Really can't do much about the medium speed corners there. Or the low speed corners even. Reba really struggling to keep in the defense. And unfortunately, not much as far as position goes, and we're down 11-13, so that's going to be a hit to our points. I have to let that pass and go on to the next race and hope we can do a better job. Quite a shame, too. Maybe we were a bit more tactical. We might have been able to get better points out, but no. Surprisingly, we're still at 4th. Archer BMR might have suffered some serious issues there. No. Archer BMR is just at 10 and 11th, actually. Oh, because Karaz, who was the leader or the pole winner in the Dubai, the pole leader in the Dubai leg went down a bit further at 17th. Really angry fan here complaining about ZRT Autosports paddock. Woodford getting good positioning here on the social, but looks. I haven't hit the podium in a while. That's not a good thing. Alright, by the looks of it, the next run is going to be the last of the day. It's going to be a bit rough one, I can tell. Slight drop in driver morale further for Bosu, and as well the relationship with the mechanic as well. Marketability went up by 0.3. And at the very least, the drop to the income is just $500,000. That's a bit of a help for us. Suspensions are ready to be checked. Building upgrade is complete. That's going to be helpful. Yeah, let's see. Our condition drop. It's been consistently in the 4s lately. That's not good. Yes. Let me look into it. Estelle was a pretty good driver, but the problem is she's probably not a paid driver. Yeah, too bad she's not a paid driver because she would have been really great for these kinds of things. Very consistent, good at overtaking, and has a good rate of smoothness as far as driving is concerned, but she's a bit brake shy. And her feedback isn't exactly something to write home about. Yeah, it looks like the pit crew is still pretty fresh, so that's a good sign. Time to fit parts. Damn, look at how red that thing is. I need to get the improvements up as soon as possible because that's awful. Staff center is up. Fitness, drive focus improvement, staff center improve stats. What I need, I could probably improve the staff center next, or do another improvement to it, but I really need the money. So I'd love to get the road car factory. I just don't know how much this will cost, and it's gonna take the whole, or rather, greater part of a year to build. It's entirely possible that we might have to improve the staff center first. How long is it before they start repairing? Maybe okay, repair's done. Let's go and improve the reliability of our suspension, if you please. Need to focus on these guys first. Let's look into performance later. And yeah, I need to design a new part as well. Okay, what do we want? What's in the next part of the calendar? Guildford. Wait, why are we back in Munich already? Guildford needs better engines, medium suspension, and rear. I have to make a new engine for this one. It's gonna be the last set of engines we're building because we don't have an upgrade to the no, second to last because we're building red ones later. Okay, so go top speed and reliability. $40 to max. No need for this. I think I'll go with this. Yep. Last set of engines. Actually, we don't need to make another engine for next season. Or maybe we'll just have to make 2 of these. Uh-oh, we're down to 1 million. What do the sponsors have to say? No offer for slot 3 yet. Upfront payment. Vamoose. Or above, for the above. I'll take the 1.5 for now. Probably get another slot, or another sponsor for slot 3 later. Just have to wait until a couple more days, maybe. That's the last set of drivers to scout. Gonna have to. Okay, there's a new slot for sponsors. Sadidin. He's a pay driver, but offering 263. Fortunately, he's with the enduro racing. Can you? Nope. Nope, he's not a fan. Nang Xiaoyang. Scaredy cat. And Choi Xiaojing. Eh. Nothing there for. She's got pretty good stats, but she's not a pay driver, so she's not gonna help our struggling team. Doesn't really benefit us, nor does it really harm us, so I'm going to abstain. It doesn't really affect us that much because we don't really do. Excuse me. We don't really do weight stripping. Yep, looks like there's going to be no weight stripping next season. Be helpful for us. And no more drivers to scout until the end of next season. Access Sport, no upfront, but they got good bonuses. Ishikawa Mo Whiskey. Yeah, I'll take the higher ranking one. Ishikawa Malt sounds good. So either we go for the upgrade to staff center, or we go for the design center upgrade next season rather. Personally, I kind of want to go here, but nope. Can't do anything about that just yet. upgrade options besides that. We can upgrade factory. Too big. 35,000 and 35 million. Gonna need the motor car factory for that. Handling developments and telemetry. Test track. Can't build epic engines with the test track at the current level. $67,000 per race. And there's also the helipad, which helps us get the max level sponsors. So by the looks of it, we'll have to focus on getting better parts until the end of the season, and then when we get more money, we're going to ask for a better design center. Yeah, reliability work's done. Sweet. Almost done, rather. Yep, thank you. Let's see what I can fix on reliability. Now we're good for now. Spec parts. Alright, maybe we can improve the improvement. We can improve the performance of the average front wing. Save the suicidal attempt to get back on top in Munich again. We did good last time we did the Munich earlier. I don't know if we can keep up with the pace here. I do wonder why we're back in Munich already. Two stops in Munich, 2 stops in the Black Sea. Probably because there's not much to offer on the other roads, right? Car still at 6th. Engine 6th. Acceleration 6th. Low speed corners 1st, surprisingly. I have no idea how we managed to get 1st on low speed corner, to be exact. What? Why are you asking me? Yeah, dang it, you already have the poor morale. Do you want to get even worse? There's no good answer for this. What do I do? I mean, follow your heart. This is not Pari Piccone, dude. That's not gonna help. You can do better. What age are you in? I'm older than this guy. Well, technically speaking, he's older than me. So, but for real time things, just 2022. But anyway, feeling blue might be a temporary debuff. But annoying other half. Let's go with you can do better. He's gonna be in a bit of a pickle though. Morale is now down to near 50. Damn it. We still haven't unlocked Nurse. It's really sad to look. Uh-oh, fuel efficiency again. Financial management note. 25 laps. 12-13, okay. Or maybe 13-14 if we're lucky. Rain. Acceleration again. Why is she asking about fuel efficiency? We have some of the best fuel efficiency on the road right now. Yes, boss. I know about the money. 8 races? But it's just an upfront. They don't have a bonus. Fixed payment sponsors. 100,000. No sponsorship payment. Sep Oil still has 5 races to go. Which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're gonna leave after Black Sea. So at Beijing and Rio, we're gonna have some open slots for that. Let's hope they come back though. Probably need to get better marketability by then. That 6 million upfront is a pretty good deal, no things considered. Engine design is finished. Thank you. Who deserves a good engine? Easy content. I don't get it. Front wing. Oh, whatever. Now we have to fix all of this. Probably table the front wing next season. Probably. Okay. For the next race, which is in Guildford, I need some medium. So suspension needs to be better. No suspension. We're saving the red zones for later. Speed reliability. This one. These are tire-related things. Self-stickers. That's it. That hurts my money box. And here is a Munich. A little too high there. Can we actually get good here in the middle of the series? We're pretty much about to lose it. Excuse me. I can check something else. And cloudy at the roads. Not too much of an issue so far, but it's an acceleration-based race, so try to balance things out. A bit softer turn. Some downforce should be nice. Tire choice same. Some more stairs, some and away we go. Let's take practice, see if we can get something good out of this. You know, I actually, because I'm driving in a low-level race, low-level race series, I have not touched any really hard tire compounds yet. On the other hand, I've been going through and they need ultra softs there, so I have no idea how the hard tires work. Would be really interested to see how it goes. I'll have to make up ranks and go up to the World Racing Championship level before I can get that, I believe. Alright, started the flying lap, things still looking dry. Good gear ratios for Perez. Team's just right means there's still a lot of fixing that can be done with that, usually. Gansler is showing up as a practice hero again. Can't do much about that, I'm afraid. Woodford and Gans are really fighting it out over there. The Linkvist, the heavy contender from last season, seems to be getting forgotten. Knowledge climbing up pretty fast. That's a good sign. Let's hope we can keep it up until the actual race. Can be 12-13 or 13-14. Just have to see. Not looking too good in practice for Perez again. She's down at 10th. Yep. It's like she'll need a fix for the handling. Not responsive enough, so that means we need to make it a bit harder, but I knew the arrows needed a bit more. Handling is too soft. Let's try this one. Stick it at the same numbers. Rez drops to 12th while she's stuck in the pits. Sending Wasu in. There's 5 minutes left in practice. Let's hope we can squeeze out a bit more and set up knowledge. Coming home, last corners here. Big chicane before he hits the end of the race, but he's down to 6th. Just needs to fix the downforce a bit. Slightly higher downforce. Slightly less tire pressure. Yeah, let's try this. See if it does anything good. Perez completing her outlap. Down to 4 minutes in the practice run, and knowledge for the setup is still pretty low though. Improved handling, okay. It's not quite improved. We need to get at least level 3 race trim. That's the important part here. I think the reason why we were a bit lower in performance last run was because the race trim was down to 2. Rez's flying lap not too good, down to 14th. Last 2 minutes, can we get at least one setup at high? Yes, we can. And can we get both of them at high? That's the question. Perez ending her next run, we were only down to 40 seconds left. They happy with the gear ratios. And there goes the end of the practice session. Wasu is at 7th and Perez is at 14th. South knowledge is high on both sounds. That's gonna be helpful for the rest of the race, thankfully. Let's hope it translates to a good performance in the actual race. But for Gensler, Parker, the usual people. We have not been in the, how shall we say this? We have not been in the podiums for practices for the last 6 races. That's not a good sign. Higher engine mode no longer impact conditions. Now let's go and improve soft tires. Dang it! Did scooter handling drop? No, it was actually an improvement. I'll take it. Oh, 10 and 12. Now let's go. Let's stick her to mediums for now. Well, Sue will stick a sauce because he has the knowledge. Okay. Right. Let's hope this lasts us. We got a top. Oh, Dragon Race China. Alright, so Vasu is at. He has got performance increase for softs. Perez only has race trim, but she has quick fixes, so fix her car parts faster. Let's hope that helps us. Remember, it's 12-13 or 13-14. Let's see if it actually translates to something good this race. Well, looks of it, the start isn't really translating well, and Wasu is getting lost in the sauce, as the kids would say. Perez stuck in the back at 16th again. Wasu is now down to 14th. Although, yeah, no, he's down to 14th. Now 15th, in fact. And teammates are going to be stuck in the back again. Too much of a traffic jam here in Munich right now. Perez is now tail end and Wasu is at 18th. Tire wear isn't exactly helping our lap times here. Too much traffic up front. Rather, too much traffic in the back and the middle. The race leaders, though, are having a bit of a breeze up there with not much to worry about. Green there. Conserve the tires, please. We don't have all day for them. And Wasu's about to lose his positioning again. Yep. We're trying to keep it steady here so we can get an overtake after we hit the pits in the middle of the race. Again, because we're trying to go one lap. Oh, rather one pit racing. A bit ambitious considering the car parts, so... By the looks of it, everybody else has already fixed their engine and their car parts reliability issues, or we're the ones getting left behind now. Now, at the start of lap 5, 21 laps to go, and we're still in the back. Tire wear not looking too hot for both our drivers. Tire temperatures are also pretty cold, but they're not cold enough to cause some serious issues with tire wear. Batista already at 16th. after staying up front. Question is, can we keep our tires in the level for another 6 laps? Delingfist up on top for this one. 20 laps to go in the race. So much traffic in the rear here. Race leaders just taking a leisurely Sunday drive while everybody else at the back trying as much as possible to beat the rush hour. And Wasu just lost his position to Barker. About to lose his position in Dawson as well. But he's struggling to keep it. Too bad he can't hold in at the last set. We now have both Watson Industries cars at the tail end again. It's only lap 7th, but Wasu is at 58 and Perez is at 65. Can they keep it in? Approaching the start of laps 9. And the roads are starting to open up now. There's still a bit of a pileup around the line below the sponsorship objective. I guess it's trying to push the tires up a bit. Since we're starting lap 9. And Delvis and Vananen have both hit the pits for now. Wasu is now at 16th, trying to get back into the middle of the pack. Batista having to line up for a pit stop at the end of lap 9. Conservative driving for both our drivers might have helped us stay in the lap for a bit longer than I thought they would. But Wasu will have to pit soon. Let's hope we can keep a good pace with that. Elsadot's up there at front again. Our usual enemy from the past season. People having some troubles with the low speed corners. Still pretty good tire performance here at least. But we will have to put Wasu in the box in a couple of minutes. He's now down to 26% tires. Probably going to be pitting in at the end of lap 12. What? Really? Really, Wasu? Oh, that's bad news for us. Oh, no. No choice in the matter, then we'll have to pray that Perez keeps us in the pipe. She will have to carry us until the end of the race. Let's hope she can actually start pitting at the end of lap 15 instead so that we can go to softs. Car parts, thankfully, are still in pretty good reliability, but it's annoying. He was in a good spot and then he had to crash like that. Probably will have to pit Perez at the end of lap 14, though. Unless she can keep it in at least 25% the end of lap 14, then we can pit at lap 15 instead. And that's a bit of a risk we'll have to take ourselves. Now, it's 25% on the tires, and there's still no sign of the other teams pitting. Might have a good run here, actually. Frickin' Vosu, how did he crash? I'm annoyed at that. Steva is still at 27. Dawson is at 19. And so is Perez. Perez is now fighting for third for some reason. But Deligfist is right behind her. And that's a bit of a disadvantage since, Yep, we'll have to pit her and bring her in to speed. Actually. Nothing. You know, things are gonna go here. We're definitely gonna have to pit. And she's about to lose third even before she's in the pits. Should I stick to mediums? I think I should go for softs now. And put the fuel up. Conditions are good. Yep, we'll have to pit here. Frickin' Vosu. Now we are down to 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 13th in fact. Well, no, 14th. Pretty late in the game. We're gonna go and play it neutral. 10 laps to go. Can she handle it? Or rather, 9 laps to go after this. I don't think she can actually keep it up. And everybody else is at a pretty good spot for the pits, so... Wait, Bubba Jones, what? What's he doing on the 14th? Let's stick it conserve. It's Vananen at 14th again. %, and then lap 18. Really disappointed in Vossi though. Here's. We'll just have to see if we can get at least somewhere in the upper middle pack. Our points are gonna suffer from this. Let's just hope Vesely doesn't have an injury because we don't have any other good driver on the lap. 6 laps remaining. We're hoping we can actually stick it up a bit further, but things aren't looking too hot right now. Why is... Oh, Vananen is about to pit as well a bit early. Approaching lap 22, lap 21 rather. I'm not gonna push until we've reached lap 23 maybe. Get a risk case here. Thankfully, our heat and tire wear aren't going that bad on the current pace of things. So that's gonna help our numbers a bit. Let's hope that helps our numbers further when we reach the last 2 laps of this race. But we really need to get above 11th here to help us stay in the middle of the pack. Approaching up 23. Come on, Perez, you got this, dude. Oh, Delingfist has retired from mechanical issues. That's a surprise. I thought Zampelli Engineering already had their points in a good spot, but by the looks of it, not quite there yet. Parts condition, brakes are now 29th. I think she can still keep it up. Just down to 25%. Approaching the final lap of the race. No chance of getting ahead of everybody else, I'm afraid. Go to push and high. Just don't lock up. Hey! Oop! We snatched 9th! We snatched 9th at the last corner! Somehow or other, Perez got a 9th corner, a last corner overtake over Carraz and snatched 9th. I think that's a decent helping, but that's going to be overshadowed by Vosu's crash. Which unfortunately means we're definitely going to drop in points here. Vosu is down to 1 point. Perez gets 12th. Still drops her though. He's down to 7th place with 75. And Vosu is now down to 13th, which means we're down to 5 points. Well, 5th place, not too bad, but it could have been better if it wasn't for that bleeding crash. Swear to God. Thanks for visiting our HQ. I hope the tour was worth it. Firebird MT getting their groove in here and winning the race for the season. Six seconds behind. That's a pretty big gap. Right, before we call it in for the day, let's take a look at the standings. That's some serious drop in morale. I think the relationship with the mechanic also dropped a bit. Damn it. Maybe I should have just told her to stick it up with his wife or something. I don't know anymore. No increase to marketability, I'm afraid. At least the books are fairly well balanced indeed. Look at the news. 90%. 45? Oh, come on, man. Yes, please. Yeah, there's gonna be a bit of a drop on chairman, but that's just 10%. Bosu is gonna be a bit happier by that. Let's see. That's 7.5 seconds slower than the usual. Or then, nothing too good for that. Alright, let's look at where's their standings? Perez is currently at 7th with 75 points, dropped because of the early crash from Vasu is down to 13th with 52 points. Watson Industries is in the 5th expected position, to be honest. Breeze Motorsport still on top, though, despite the fact that Firebird MT had a good showing over the past race. Vexala Motorsport, despite the losses, is at 2nd with 183 points. And Archer, which we were trying to get one up over in the past few races, is above us with 133. If we can get Vasu back in the next race, we might be able to jump over them again. Hopefully, we can actually do that. Next set of parts won't be available until 10 days later. And with the money we have, we can't really do anything about building upgrades for now. So let's hope we can get something up good next race. Unfortunately, that's where we'll be leaving things for now. Thank you so much for joining us today. It was not exactly an expected turn of events, especially with that crash in the middle of the Munich race, but still pretty happy with our current performance. And this is considering the fact that our drivers aren't exactly top of the top line picks, cream crop types, and our parts aren't exactly anything to write home about, as you can see from their reports. Hopefully, though, I could get back into it sometime in the near future. For now, we're going to be taking a break. Tomorrow, I don't think I'll be around. I got some duties I have to fulfill in the meat space, so I'll have to look into that first. Expect to be an expected thing for me to be streaming pretty much later than again. It's gonna take a while for that stuff I have to focus on. Maybe I can actually do something. Maybe I'm gonna do some more of the older games that I already streamed earlier. Maybe come back to Bomber Crew. I'm interested, but I think I might do some Super Robot one instead. Whatever the case, just keep your eyes out. Sports and socials. That's to be informed. On that note, if you got any suggestions or violent reactions about the stuff I streamed today, you can always drop me a line on my Twitter or my Pixiv. They're all on my profile pages. If profile page, if you wish to see all the other stuff I've already streamed that have expired here on Twitch, you can check the VOD archive linked on the About tab on my profile. If you know friends who might be interested in the stuff I stream, or people who just want to complain about TNG streamers on Twitch, you can always account twitch.tv/work@work. That's all from me for now. I'd like to thank you again for joining us. I hope you'll be with us for the next stream, whenever that. For now, Work at Work is our TV. Thanks for watching. Had a good time. See y'all when I see y'all. Good night, everybody.